Hey everyone, uh, we are just going to be starting our stream right on the get-go of playing Legacy of Youth. This is this is actually my third attempt now. First attempt was I actually did lose, uh, yeah, by a flood. Was the first time I did do that, and then the second time I actually succeeded in doing so. So hey, and then as such we were able to open uh, one of the win decks. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as well as one of the lose deck, victory defeat cards basically. Now point on, we will just need to set up the our third route this time around, and uh, and see how we can go and if we actually can continue winning. Depends on how long this usually take. Usually my first playthrough was like 50 minutes, I think, because I actually was trying still to learn that font, but then the second time around was a little bit briefer and faster, so hopefully this one will be the same vein. I think I found a rhythm on what needs to be done with regards to uh, how to say this, what to priority, and then what you can get from there. So hopefully we can do that this time around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. There's our deck. Put that there. So putting that there, and there's our barbarian deck. So when we won, there was like four, four, four cards for the barbarian deck that actually did not have any what's this, defeat conditions. I mean defeat rewards, right? So for example, when this passed, I mean attack. Keep forgetting attack. Attack conditions, right? So they didn't have any attack conditions. So they only added like one extra barbarian. So I think that might be the when they do pop up, that will be the priority. Like to actually start doing those things first. Let's see that, and let me try to split them up because a number of 1, 2 cards and 5, 6 cards was removed. The 3, 4 cards are still the same. So nothing added there yet. So let's put that in. Go from here on the feet. Level 1, 2 cards. Okay, we got a story element. Hopefully that's not as bad. And then this is our conversion card. 6 ones. Shuffle. Oof, okay, I think that's enough. Oof, other story elements. Two more story elements. Hope that's not as bad. And then let's shuffle our hot cards. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I think that is pretty much it. And we just get all our meeples in order. We should be able to get started. Okay. Something wrong with my upper camera? There we go. We started it. Huts, more huts. The outposts. My guess is that it's best to add the other stuff first. Prioritize these, then the huts. And the last one is this. Oh, hopefully that idea still sticks, right? We can still go with that one. Let's see how it goes. And let's get started. So first, as always, we draw 4 cards because that is from our harvest. Then we get 1 laborer. Let me just place it here. 1 laborer, 1 cowrie shell, and 1 provisions. Okay, so what do we have? This is what we have for us. Hmm. Can immediately get 1 laborer, but then that's not good. We can get clay, the actual clay. That's actually, I mean, we bin everything, so probably not the best part to do so. Start binning everything, right? So let's get the black first, I think, because we have a yellow. We have 2 archers and 1 fighter. It's required from that point on. So I guess you do get the clay from this, just out front. I'm thinking if we might get the provision as well, because right now we do have very less provisions. And let's start to get him, put him this front, can claim the rider immediately. Let's use our laborer so we can get 1 more provisions, and then exhaust our, so we can get a laborer, exhaust that guy. Now the question is, where can I get another laborer? The question is, do we just, yeah, I think we just use this and get our archer. And then it's the same thing. Pay for that. You can actually pay for that and get 1 cowrie immediately, but no, I think we just use that for the moment. Payment. Use the same thing so we can talk to this guy and recruit him. And I think that is pretty much it. So that's our end, and then we do the take actions. We've already done that. Then let's return the barge. The barge, they're still there. Finally suffered the attacks. So let's move this first. As for the attacks, the only choice is either lose a card, lose a citizen, or lose a wood. Since we don't have any wood or lumber, we lose 1. Ooh, would have been nice. She would have been nice. And then we draw 1 more barbarian. Okay, draw up. Draw 4 cards again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Since we have not refreshed this yet, so we will not move up the flood token. And this is what we do have right now. So I guess we immediately, sorry, and then we start using our harvest again. This goes back to him. We get 1 more laborer, 1 more cowrie, and 1 more provision. I guess our main thing to do now is to scrap this, I mean exhaust him, so we can get 2 more provisions, right? And then since next turn the flood will move on. We need to prioritize this first. So I guess we pay for that using our 2 laborers and our 2 cowrie, right? So that will be for that one. And then this is then taken. So we do this. So this we get one wood and 1 clay. Oh, that's not wood. I got 1 wood and 1 clay. And then we read on story number 3. So this will most likely be placed in the exhaust. So let's read our storybook for number 3. Disaster. The new canal to the east of our camp was nearing completion. Storms have been assailing us like the horrible breath of a dragon. Forever slowing our progress, the men had become weary. I have been focusing on completing this work with such intent that I allowed carelessness to creep in. A short break in the torrent provided us only a moment to proceed. While I was overseeing the last reinforcement on the canal, I received word from camp that a fire had broken out, and part of the camp was ablaze. With so many hands away at the canal, the fire raged like a beast, and despite having efforts from those still close by, a scorched mess is all that remains of our food store and the tent surrounding it. Food will be scarce now. We have been foraging heavily to feed the workers and keep everyone strong. A concentrated and extended effort will need to be made to restore what was lost. A fool may take some solace in the stories coming from the camp that this was the work of Uzhiki, the monkey demon of the river. I think I'll put my energy into figuring out how to restore our food supply rather than chasing spirits. The burden of this oversight will hang over me for a long time, not unlike the storm clouds that now gather once again. At least the canal is that. So we file the complete canal cards into history, find card 16, and place it alongside the board with the side showing below face up. This is a food storage card. Okay, so we need to look for 16 first. Okay. So it says here, this is what we got. Let's place it on the side here, I think. I think we can start using this side as our basic. So most of our upgrades are placed here. Right? Is that clear? So right now, in, in addition to the standard rules of winning the game, you will also need to fulfill the requirements of this card. You cannot claim a victory if it remains unfulfilled. Okay. If you are defeated, the food storage card will be added to your next game during setup in the same manner. It will remain in all future games until you fulfill it. Okay. In order to fulfill the food shortage card, you must place 3 townsfolk cards from your hand onto the food shortage card in the sequence shown. Each townsfolk card placed must be featured to indicate food icon on its left side. To be clear, the first townsfolk card must feature the milk, the second the fish, and the third meat. Immediately after placing the third townsfolk card, turn to the storybook number 13. Gain no other benefits from placing the townsfolk cards here other than progressing toward the full. Oh wow, okay. You can automatically pick them up later. If they are defeated, any townsfolk card still on the food shortage card return to the townsfolk deck for future games. Okay. Okay, so it's basically one way to get more townsfolk. That means this game, if we want to start prioritizing this for the moment, that means we really need to start putting in more townsfolk cards there. But since I can't win until I fulfill it, right? So that's an added victory condition. So we need to look for fish, milk, fish, and meat. Okay. So I guess let's do that, right? So first, um, now we got lost. Now, sorry. We got our 2 provisions. Okay. So I guess we already did that. Now I think we can start putting in more resources here, right? first, let's get this to, since it's free, able to get that from that point on. And then I guess we have to do this so we can get our fighter. So that's our fighter. The question is now, or wait, do we just use that and place it here? So next turn we get one extra calorie, right? I think that might be the case. And then we'll be swimming in I think it might be the case, right? That's true. Let's do that way the other way around. Hmm. I'm thinking of binning this so we get the blue so we can remove that. I think so. So let's put that in the back to the deck. That means we get one more wood and a spearman, right? And then we use the spearman and our 3 provisions, right, to deal with him, since it requires 3 provisions, and our archer and our spearman is now gone. We then get reward of 1 cowrie. Okay. Now I think we use this one. I think that's, yeah, it's got a yellow in. If we have 1 archer. I'm thinking using this 1 archer, 1 of it, right? 1k and 1 labor, so we can lift it up. We get ourselves 1 more of that. And then we use this, we get 1 more, and we use both to actually just get these 2 inside our deck. I think that's it. I think that's what we want so far. We draw up. Sorry, that means we shuffle this back up first here. We then return this one. Oh, sorry, it's just here, and we suffer the attack. We can use our wood, or we just lose this. Question is, how many do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So if we do lose it, we still have 3 rounds of it, but then that means we won't. I think so. I think that's fine. So we lose 1. X. Not what we wanted, because it has the extra 1. And that's our new barbarian. We just draw up. And then we get our new harvest phase. Let's shuffle this. Yeah, so far it looks somewhat okay, but the problem is I have not placed anything on this front yet, and that's important to have early game. So I think we are already on the right side. So since we shuffled, right, means flood then moves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start placing this back here, and let's see what we get. Okay, so this looks like a somewhat of a good hand. We can bin this. The question is, do we want to bin that one or the actual this one first? Let's do our harvest. That means we have 2 laborers now because of this and this one. We get 1 cowrie and we get 1 provision as well. And that's it. Okay. Question is, do we then bin this? I think so. So we put this here, so that next turn we will get one more provision and one more county. And then we discard that one, so we can get one more provision, one more county. And then, oh, sorry, this goes back here. Since we have like 3 rounds to work with, right? We still have 3 rounds to work with. The question is, do we want to get this, right? Because if we have a choice of putting this in our deck or putting it directly here because it's free, or once you do actually pay for the cost of talking to them. And thinking if the actual provision and the extra shell is worth it, so we can actually start dealing with this. Since we can start removing her. I think that would be the case, right? I think that's so. So we do that rather than putting it in our deck, so that means we get one more provision and one more county. We then use this to get our archer in, and we actually now have a complete section in order to defeat him and pay for it as well using our 3 provisions. Right, they're expensive to talk to. Alright, so this is done. Because of that, we get 3 cowrie shells. Get from here. 1, 2, 3. Now, what we can do is, since we only have 1 of each, right? We don't have much clay. If we do have 2 more clays, we can start putting them, one of them, in there. I think the choice is to use this, place it there, so pay for 1 labor, 1 clay, 1 wood. That means we do get our cowrie, again an extra one, and then next turn that means we get an extra fighter, rider, spearman, or archer, depending on what we actually want to do about that one. So now, guess what we can do is convert 2 of our cowrie shells into 2 provisions, so 4 actually meant 4, using our trade. Then use those 2 to get these 2 in our deck, so we have a more robust deck. And then just initiate this, get our archer in. We then use our hut to use our labor, get 1 more provision, and I think that's it. So our priority next time is try to be able to build at least 1 hut once this opens up. And we then suffer the attack, then lose 1 because of the attack. That here, stack in. And so for this, draw 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we cannot lose another one, else we will actually start dying there. This is our set. Let's do our harvesting. We get 2 laborers, 1 cowrie, and 1 provision, plus an extra one because of this. And lastly, we have a choice of either, since we're getting yellow here, we're getting a red. So we're getting an archer and then a fighter. You might want to choose spearman, probably. Yeah, let's choose spearman, so we can start building to that point. and then we just return this to us. So we have one more round to play around with this, right? Because once we get that, it means we are prioritizing only getting one more clay for us. So first, let's put that in our Hexos file and get our archer. We can actually start dealing with him. But the thing is that if that happens, if we actually deal with him, see, that's the thing. If we deal with him, it means we draw one, and the next turn, that means we actually need to complete this immediately now. And actually it's the same, oh yes, it's the same thing, because if we do that, it means this is, we draw one more, so it's the same. Okay, I think that would work. Okay, let's do that. So let's first deal with this. Pay for our 2 cowrie and our 2 labor. This is now moved. Because of that, we get 1 clay, 1 wood, and this is completed, right? Put it back, and then we lose 1 citizen. Okay, so that looks like we're halfway in there. We can lose this. So I put it here, get 1 clay. Do we want the provision as well? That's my question, right? Do we want the provision as well? We can use another clay and then put that back in there, right? So we can use this and basically not just exhaust them and put them outside of our deck. And we get a fighter as well as another clay. And we can then use that complete one of our huts. So that's 1, 2, 3 clay plus 1 wood or lumber and a laborer. I think that's pays for itself. Put that back. This way you actually put that there, and we try to get 1 more. What's it? Sorry, spearman. That's good for us, right? That's good for us. And that is done. Oh, sorry, this is then completed, and we get to read story number 2. Oof, that's scary. I hate the story stuff because sometimes they just add extra things. Let's go back. Sorry, storybook. Let's go back to the storybook. Number 2. Evilness make room for more workers. The space is quickly filling. Just today, I met a craftswoman from Yancheng. The clay she is sculpting is exquisite. I feel her skills are wasted in making rice balls and jars, but the food is a beast that respects no work and no one. Find card 11 in the story deck and place it face down on top of your ready pile. Ready pile. My ready pile is this, right? Double check. What's my ready pile? Exhausted pile, this forms. Okay, this is my ready pile. So we get, which number is that again? Sorry. Number 11. 5 card number 11. 11. Ooh, did I already add it? Okay, there is 11 here. I think I already did that because it's not here. Maybe I did it and added it in the end. Oh yeah, see, her. So I guess I made a mistake. So we'll just shuffle that and put that back in. Error. Okay. So we're still in like four in. So that means if we maintain this and able to lose. So we use our 3 provisions, right? To actually defeat him, I think. Actually defeat him. Let's try to do that. Defeat him. How do we get labor then? Oh, we can get more labor here. Okay. So we defeat him. Pay for 3 provisions. Using our 2 spearmen and a rider. So he's now in there. And we get 3 cowrie shells for that one. 4. And then use this, get provision. Use this to get maybe a rider, I think. You know the guess way. And we use him to get a laborer. And then we suffer the attacks. I'm choosing to lose the laborer rather than an attack. This goes back here. Sorry, we forgot to put this in our bin. Actually did not fill that in, right? I think so. I actually did forget that. Like, Jesus. All the errors in the world. Anyways, it was not even looking at that. And we just bin the other one as well. Ooh, I think we might want to bin him. Her. She is powerful. So we suffered the attack, we lost the laborer, and then that one. I think that works for us. And then we refresh. So two barbarians. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this does not move yet, right? Because we still have this. Oh, no, sorry. 2 barbarians now. So actually, go back. 2 barbarians commence. 1, 2. Here's the second one. Okay. So now these goes back. We get 2 laborers again, and then we get 1 clay, 1 wood, 2 provisions, 2 cowrie. What do we want? This is for the black, and yellow. I think we want a blue. Let's get a blue in. Yes. Okay. So we can get 1 black, 1 more rider inside. I think first things first is we get this for a freebie. And then I want to put this for the future. Immediately. This is the black. Count this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So that means we get a rider. Do we lose this one? Let's get our 2 clay in. Right. And question is, we want the laborer. Do we want to lose that one, right? I think let's do that as well. Get our laborer in. Okay, so that's all that we have. Now, let's do some conversions. I think let's defeat him first, right? Let's defeat him first. So in order to do that, to defeat him, we use our 2 provisions required to talk to her. Use our 2 archers and 1 rider. So she is now defeated. We get 1 cowrie and we draw another card. So in order to do so, it means shuffling this. And because we shuffled, Flood then moves back in. We draw 1. Okay, we get another archer. Another archer. I actually have a choice. We can actually pay for that labor, all that labor stuff, right? We can actually do that, right? We can pay for all the laborers. So we pay for the laborer, 3 of those, and 2 cowrie. For these, that means we get 1 wood and 1 clay. So we're not drowning in clay. And we lose 2 citizens. 2. Just go straight there. Oof. That's a burn. We need laborers. How do I get laborers right now in order to build this, right? Not yet. Okay, sure. We can use the 4 cowrie to pay for that barbarian attack, so we can just ignore them for the moment, I think. We can use the 4 cowrie at the moment. For cowrie at the moment to get 2 provisions. I think that's the way. Let's use that to get these 2. Put them in. And I think we then use this, get 1 more provision. Then use maybe the red one to get another red. I think that's it. I think that's what, sorry. Then use this to get an archer. I think that's our turn. This moves back here. We suffer the attacks. We're paying it with 4 cowries. Right. Wait, it's our plan. This goes to inside here. We draw 2 more. Ooh, 2 attacks. Brutal. Draw 2 more. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We get 1, 2 laborers. 2 cowrie. 2 provisions. Running out of provisions. And 1 fighter. Fight for us. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's most likely this move there next turn. Okay, this is our choice. So I think right now what we want, so this goes back here, sorry. Right now we might want to just build first our clay. So use our labor. 1, 2, 3. 1 wood. Use that, get 1 provision. What should we get from here? We draw a card. That's good. Okay. We draw a card. Now, I think what we can do is first, what if we start dealing with this? Because we can't win if we can't, right? So we use that for the milk, use that for the fish, right? And then we use this for the meat. Do you want the clay? We actually don't need the clay right now, right? So we use this for the meat. And then we have completed the food shortage because of that one. So this just goes back here, as I said. And let's read storybook number 13. What's going on with my camera? It should work again. Hmm. Let's go with that one. Still the same. We need to do this. Oh, 192. That one. Okay, that zero on that. Oof, wrong time to be acting up. Sorry. Let me take away the overhead first while I try to fix this one. There we go. Oof. Okay, so we completed the storybook. Since we complete the shortage, we got 13. Okay. Our foragers have done well. We have endured with simple ration food, saving whatever we can for the leaner times. We're starting to see the food store fill once again. It is a meager, but the workers are inspired. Work has been hard in recent days, and a full stomach goes a long way. Keep a man going. I have, however, been meditating on the events and that led to this situation we are now find ourselves in. Before we fire Before the fire, we had been beset by storms and rain, not hospitable conditions for a fire as well. For now, there is still food to gather and store. A few extra stores of grain is not enough to see us through the winter. I will need to talk to those who were here in camp when the fire broke out, or perhaps I should start looking for monkeys in the river. So we filed to complete the shortage box. So place the top 4 cards that were on the food shortage card into the discard pile, so not the exhausted pile, so they go there. Find card number 21 and file it under setup pack cards for future games. So 21. Okay. This new one will also need to be completed in order to win your next game. Ooh, okay. And will remain in place until you complete it. Okay, so that means let's put that in the other setup cards. This full short card rewards 1 cowrie shell after placing the second pile for cards. Okay. So yeah, so it's the same thing, same food shortage stuff, and then we get 1 more cowrie as a reward. So now means we actually have to do this now. We completed that shortage for us. The problem is we'll need to do more. I think we'll have to discard him in the discard pile to get our archer 1 provision. We have now 5 in, and then what I want to do is basically how many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6. We can afford to use that, pay for that. I think we try to do this first. So we have 2 red and 1 blue. So we have 2 fighters and 1 spearman to deal with him. So we pay for our 2 provisions to talk to him. Then pay for what we have. He's now eliminated. We get 2 cowrie and a clay. So 1 clay, 2 cowrie. Then I think we have, I think priorities. Next one is this one because she does what? How many damage? 2, 3. Yeah. So we use what? These are black and red and 1 yellow. I think so. Because it's any color. Use that, and we pay with our 3 provisions. And then we draw 1 card because of that one. Oof, that's actually nice. We can actually defeat 1 more. Oh, we don't have provisions to make. Actually, we can. If we exhaust this one and we get 2 spearmen going on, right? 2 spearmen. And then we use the laborer to get a red. We use this to get provision. We use the 2 cowrie to get another provision. We can then talk to him and defeat him as well. And we get 2 cowrie and lumber. 2 cowrie and 1 more lumber. We then use this to add it on our bin. What I want to do is we just put this for future, so we always get 1. I think so. Let's put that here. Or we want to get it and then use it to get 1 more what? Kaori or what? I think it's for future is the important ones. Okay, so we get one more. So this goes back here, sorry. I think that's it. Now we use this two for two provisions, right? And then hmm, then we use the two provisions to get our two villagers to go there. She attacks us, we lose one play because of that one. We don't really care for that. And then we start filling this up. One, two, goes one. Two barbarians goes in. Ooh, that's a priority kill. It means they withdraw an extra one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is what we have. We then want to let's get our two laborers in. One clay, one wood, and then this two goes back. One clay, one wood. Sorry, why did we get one clay and one wood? We should not be. Should be wrong. So we get two kaori because of this. Two provisions. Get one archer. Sorry, one fighter. And then one more extra laborer because of this. Okay. First things first. We have a way to deal with the yellow. We can, if we want to. We can get two clays. We can actually easily just go here, get a yellow, an archer. Okay. I think that might be good. And then just start dealing with him immediately. First is, I think the choice is either do we want to just use, I think we just use the two first. Two provisions. Then use the 3 to fight that barbarian. These guys. Then get 3 cowrie shells because of that. 1, 2, 3. That's good for us. Okay. Let's use this. Get a provision again. We need more wood now. I have to move this first, right? As we lose 2 more. So let's use that. Get 2 clay in. And then get 2 laborers after this. We can talk to him, but then we don't have a way to deal with him. I actually lose 1 because of that one. I think we just go through with it, right? We lose 2. How many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's get him to our exhausted pile first. So if we deal with this, we get the 3, right? We lose 2. Then we start to lose two more. Then we lose one more because of that. But then we can start creating this, putting it there. I think that might be the route. Let's do that, even though there are three more people will come in, so we don't have five barbarians to deal with. Because we don't have a way to clear them that way. I think that's the route that we want. Okay, let's try to do that. So first is we fix this canal using our 3 laborers and 1 cowrie. This goes back here. Because of that, we get 1 more clay and 1 more wood, and we lose 2 citizens. 1, we have to shuffle in. Because we shuffled, this then moves in. So we lose 2, right? 1, 2. Okay, that's not good. What we want to do now is build this one. We have with our 3 clay, 1 wood, 1 laborer. Put this in. We want a rider. Get this. Get 1 more provision because of that. Okay, I think that's, and then we just use this to get 2, 1, 2. And that's it. That's what we have. We then shuffle 1 damage. Use clay for that one, and then we shuffle this because of that. This goes back here. 1, 2. I think we go here instead. So we have 3 barbarians going in. 1, 2, 3. Oh, oh, oh. And here we are. It's our last. Shuffle this in. Scared now. Actually, we're scared. I think we might lose this. So we put this back. Put that back. Let's draw our 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 more. The next one before that moves. Okay, that's our situation. So we can get another rider if we want to, right? Next turn we always get 1 rider. But I think the provisions is important. We get 2 of that. So we need to start dealing with this soon. Oh, sorry. Before doing that, this goes back. I haven't done our harvest yet. So we get 2 laborers. We have 2 cowrie, 2 provisions. I'm done. 1 extra one. Let's get a blue first. I think that's our priority. Yeah. No. I want an archer. Sorry. I want an archer. Then get our fighter in, and we get 1 more labor. Okay. Now that's in. let's deal with her first. So use our one provision. Use this to get another archer, and we use this to get one more spearman, and let's deal with her. She's now gone. We get a cowrie and then more laborer. So we are drowning with laborers now. Yep, we need to start using this. So we need a clay for that. So we can use this to get clay. Oh, to get wood, sorry, to get wood. Huh. Oh, it doesn't have a way to place it as well. Let's put back. Let's put that back. Let's put that back. I think the choice is to use our power. Hmm. I think we might need to do that. Might need to do that first. So let's use this. No, we actually don't need to. We actually don't need to because we have one more here. I forgot about that one. Yeah, okay, so that's a good thing, right? So we use that to get a number. Then we use this in clay, and then we build these ones. So what we want to make is this. Build that. So we have 3 lumber, 1 clay, 1 labor, right? Then we get 1 more fighter. Okay, now we're talking. We have lots of blocks, right? So what we can do is convert these to 1, 2. Use this first to get 1 more provision. We'll always be doing that. Use this to get 2 more provisions, right? Get this guy in, and then we pay for this guy to go here. I have what? 4 provisions. You can do with 2. Don't have a yellow though. Let's use this. Get 1 more laborer. Can draw another card, see what we get. Yes, that would be the case. No matter what, we will lose. We have 2 more laborers. Fine. See our laborer. Oh, we can actually just put him in place. So next time we get 1 yellow card. Oh, let's put that back. Okay. And then How do we deal with this? Best way to deal with this. We don't want to lose more citizens, so I guess we prioritize the ones that we cannot. So we have to kill this first, right? We don't have clay as well. Ooh, that's a lot of citizens. That's a lot of citizens to lose. Hmm. Very short term as well. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Okay. I think this might be a loss, but in any case, let's try this. Let's use our 2 black and 1 red. 2 black and 1 red, right? And then we use that. 3 provisions. We get 1 calorie and draw a card. We get wood. Another black. Use that. Get a wood. Next turn is we get 1 black, 1 red. Cool. So we get here. 1, 2, 3. We lose a red. It's fine. And then we lose 2 citizens. Goes here. 3 people. Tax. I think this is a lost cause. Then let's draw. Short one. This is a very short. So we did that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oof. Okay. They all go back. We get 1, 2, 3 laborers. Powder again. 2 provisions. And then 1 red, 1 more white, and 1 yellow. And we don't even have any. This I think might bin that. This we go here. We get 1 wood and 1 black. I think we do that. We go back. We'll go back. Then I think what we want to do is first to use this laborer to get a yellow. Let's get a yellow. Oh. They're the priority. That means they need to go fast. Because it means next turn we will be very much overwhelmed. So that means they have to go first, right? Let's see if we can do that. So we get? We get a yellow. I think we change that. We get a blue instead. So we use this black, blue, right? And 2 provisions. These instead. Then we get 2 calorie and Oh, wait. Okay, that's one down. We use this 1, 2, 3, 4. Get 2 more provisions, right? And then we use this. This goes back up using our power here. Then let's put them back in again, and we get a red. Right? And then use our 3 provisions for that one to fight number 25 story guy. Yes, it goes back to the history. Let's see what we get. Number 25. The mist was still rising off the river as the barbarians came to view. Our scouts had reported that their movement during the night likely trying to catch us off guard. They did not succeed in their deception, but in no way did they diminish the sight of them. Led by a warrior, head and shoulders above the rest, they came hungry for battle. My warriors were fierce in the face of their enemy, and brought pride to my heart as they rushed forward to meet our aggressors. There is nothing quite like the sound of a battle, the clash of blades, the press of bodies, the roar of victory, and the silence of defeat. We fought bravely, sword to sword, but they had the advantage of numbers, and our line was pushed back, almost to breaking. And then the rain came. My fighters, knowing this area had recently been flooded, knew the ground would soon become unstable. We let them push us back, but only until we reached firmer ground. Therefore, we stood and fought like lions. As the enemy sank into the mud, they came hungry for battle, and as the rain fell that day, they were sated. Filed, gain either 2 provisions, 3 wood, or 3 clay. I want 2 provisions. Okay. That's it. That's it. So we just, the reward was just 2 provisions for that one. Hmm. Okay, so we have blacks galore. Can do it again using this one. That means we can get yellow. We get a yellow for him, so we can defeat him. Or I think we use this, right, in 1 provision to get what? We want a yellow. Yeah, I think we want a yellow for that one. We want a blue. We want a blue. So let's do a blue. Because for this one, sorry. Okay, now we use our same uh, power to put this back up and put it back in. We get another blue in, then convert that directly. We use our 1, 2, probably use our 1 provision plus 2 provisions again. And we get 3 now to be able to talk to him and defeat him. Her, sorry. And get 2 Kauri and clay. Okay, we have 3 blacks now. How do we get 1 more yellow in? How do we get 1 more yellow? I think what we need to do is, and the flood is coming in as well. So I think what we need to do is use this 1, 2, 3 blacks. How do we get that yellow in? Let's try this first. Draw one. Oh, it's these provisions. I think so, and let's use that 2 provisions. Put that back in. Hmm. We need the yellow. How do we get yellow? How do we get Archer? We need to defeat one, so at least we have enough space. Can use one and one more. We get the yellow. I think that might be the way to do so. And we use this and this for that. Defeat him. And we get 2 cowrie and 1 more clay. We use this. We got another clay. Too many clays. And I think that is pretty much what we can do. Because there's no way for us, we can buy 4 to get a laborer, right? We can use that, get 1 more provision. And then we lose 2 because of the attack. They draw 3, 2, 3. We draw 2, 1, 2. Then we have to shuffle this. Ah, no. Okay. That's why I was supposed to do that. Now we shuffled. We get 2. Because we shuffled, flood moves back in. And because of that, we do lose. Ah, we didn't want that. Because we lost, we'll actually be opening 1 more. Since we lost because of flood, opening number 10. So, let's see what we have from here. Sweetest to Sanchi. This world is strange and wonderful thing. As I sit there and wait once more of the floods pass, so I can send out my workers to fight this seemingly unsurmountable battle of holding back the water beast that is devouring this land. I cannot help but recall overcome by the wonder of it all. As emissary arrived today from the capital, it seems that the Emperor has been making new friends. The messenger brought word of hardy Norfolk with a taste of fish. It seems that if I keep them fed, they will fight for us. They are known to be quite proficient in battle. They are to arrive in the new season, so I will have to think of how best to acquire more fish. The message early spoke of watching for them coming up the river. Okay, we file the defeat card. Find card number 55 and add it under other setup cards. What does this do now? For all future games, okay. Just another thing like that. So for all future games, place the skill card face up alongside a board. It has an ongoing ability that you may use multiple times at any point during each game. This ability, you must place the tactical card from your hand to your exhausted pile. That features the fish icon, and its left side usually gain 1 laborer and 2 cowrie shells upon doing so. Ooh, it's powerful. That is powerful. Basically, everyone that has a fish is 2 cowrie. Okay, well, file that under history. Other set of cards. And that's it. That's a defeat on my front. So that's our second defeat. Did not want to do that. I was hoping for an actual victory, but then forgot that I have to do this. I think I was very nearing it that way. Yeah, let's see. Maybe in future times. The problem is that the set of the +1 barbarians just came here immediately, and I had to deal with that as quick as possible. And well, I don't know. I think that led to our demise from that point on. Hudson Canals, other set of cards here. I think I missed that one. That's another one as well in there. And now I'm just cleaning up. So maybe next time we can do another set. I believe this is so easy to clean up the way they did that, and with their markers as well. So I love this. It's so easy. So fast to actually. I need to find a way to prioritize which one needs to go where first. I mean, in the case of like how to prioritize the attack, make sure that win. Thought I figured it out the last time. It seems that's a no. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for joining.